So today you are going to present your speaking activity talking about a movie. Bia, can you be the first, please?
Yes, teacher. Can you see, teacher?
Only a black.
And now?
Yes.
Okay. Can I present like this?
Yes.
So, I'm talking about Marble Heart. And about the movie, the director is James Miller. It was released in June 20 of 29. And the the movie Always Watching was in April 7th. It was first a series, then became a movie. And the place they recorded is in Tuscaloosa, in Alabama. And the main characters are Tim Wright, the the actor is Tim Sutton, and Jay Merrick, he, that is Troy Warner. Um, and about the story, it's a team of a small town of journalists that accidentally finds a box with some tapes of them when they were in the college with the idea of making a movie. And when watching the tapes, they are faced with faceless figure wearing a black suit. And in the videos, this mysterious creature appears haunting and tormenting them and driving them little by little by for the madness. And it's just it.
Wow. Sorry, when was the movie released?
The series was in June 20, and the movie it was in the April 7 of 2050. No, 2050, no. 2015.
Okay. 2015.
2015. Thank you.
Good. Wow, this guy is strange. He looks scary. Thank you very much, Bia.
You're welcome.
Dani.
Oi?
Your turn, Dani.
Okay. The film tells the story of two world-renowned paranormal investigators who were hired to investigate a supernatural phenomenon that haunt the Perron family, residents of the small town Harrisville. The name of the film is The Conjuring. The directors were Michael Chaves and James Wan. The Conjuring is divided into three films. The debut of the first two were in 2013 to in 2016, and the third will be released in 2021. The movies were set in the UK, and the main characters were Eddie Waring and Lorraine Waring. Important to say, the story was based on real facts. and the actors who played the Warren were Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga.
So now, talking about the movie, the first one, that's the first, second, and the third.
Yes,
Could you explain us, please?
I tell about the first story.
You told you about the first, okay? Wow,
The last one will be releasing in next year.
next year. Do you know the month? Or they didn't tell you yet?
They didn't tell.
Good. Ugly. Michael, that's the main actor.
Are the directors.
Ah, the directors. Good. Ah, sorry. Real stories. Okay. Pardon Patrick. Very good, Danny.
Thank
Next
you.
time you tell me to skip the slides. It's easier for you too.
Sorry, teacher, I forgot.
No, that's fine. And I didn't know. That's why I didn't do anything. I stopped it. Next is Victor.
Calma aí, Pro, vou compartilhar.
Okay.
The movie I chose was The Time Are You Back. Calma aí. It talks about a young nurse who downloads a application for the cell phone called Countdown. This can phone called Countdown. This can apparently predict the exact moment when a person will die. Uh, o- the movie is directed by Justin Dick, release date February 25, 2020. The movie passes in the United States. It is in Elizabeth Lane. É, ele é os representantes, não, o elenco, cast. Elizabeth Leigh, Jordan Calloway, Talitha Bateman, Tichina Arnold, P.J. Barney, Peter Facinelli, Anne Winters, Charlie McDermott, Brock McMasters. And
Why did you choose this movie? Por que você escolheu esse?
porque, eu vou falar a verdade, eu tenho muito medo de filmes de terror. Aí esse não me deu muito medo, aí eu escolhi ele.
Looks interesting. Did she know what happened? I mean, the person that download the app, did you really die? Então,
Não entendi.
quem baixa o aplicativo, por exemplo, tem 2 dias de vida, realmente eles morrem ou
Não, depende, tipo assim.
não é para contar o final nem nada, é só para.
Morre, mas não é tipo em 2 dias. Se, por exemplo, eu baixar o aplicativo agora e der 100 anos, eu só morro daqui 100 anos.
Ah, ok.
Mas só se, tipo, eu continuo fazendo as coisas que eu faço sempre. Se eu mudar minha rotina, aí muda também.
Entendi. Good. That's enough. Don't tell us everything. Good, Victor. Bruno?
Opa. Como que é isso? Eita.
E
Ah, o filme é It a Coisa e a group of children wanted to investigate the mysterious disappearance of several young people in the city. They discovered this blemish Pennywise, a cruel wolves, one serials, fears, and rose. Violence originated in several centuries. E os atores, diretor, o ano, release date em September 7, 2017.
2017.
Diretor Andy Muschietti, autor Stephen King Box Office 701,8 milhões de dólares. O screenplay, o Cary Fukunaga, Gary Dauberman e Chase Palmer.
Ok. Why did you choose It? Por que você escolheu It?
Pro. Eu tenho medo mesmo assim. Mas eu achei mais interessante escolher ele.
I didn't watch this movie yet, but I like the author. I like Stephen King. I like his books. And It looks interesting. Eu não assisti o It ainda, mas eu gosto do autor. Eu gosto do Stephen King, eu gosto dos livros dele, apesar de mexerem bastante com o psicológico. São legais. Thanks, Bruno. Very good. Monique. As informações, os detalhes sobre o que vocês apresentaram, eu deixo para o final e mais particularmente, tá? Eu vou mandando pelo Classroom os detalhes das apresentações.
Falando nisso, eu acho que vai sair na Netflix esses dias.
Ah, é?
Vai ser, acho que esse mês.
Oh, good. Você
Can
já
I start? Oh, sorry.
eles? Mr. Mercedes, eles fizeram uma série, é dele também. So, Monique. Slenderman.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The name of the film is Slenderman Faceless Nightmare. It is an American supernatural horror movie. The director is Sylvan White and written by David Burke. The film is based on the creepypasta character of the name created by Eric Hansen. The film portrays Jerry Bottage as the titular monster alongside Joey King, Julia Goldnitels, Jess Sinclair, and Annalise Basso. Slenderman was realized in the United States on August 10, 2018, and in Brazil on August 23, 2018, by Screen Games, and received a largest negative reception from critics, and the public began college boring, derivated, and deceptive. The friends Warren, Haley, Chloe, and Kate leading a very high school life when they heard about the monster called Slenderman, and they decided to invoke it through a video on the internet. The game becomes a real danger when the faceless man with the several arms capable of making the girls hallucinate. One day, Kate disappeared without a trace, leaving the three friends to make their own search of the creature. That's it, I think.
Is it a true story?
No, this is a creepypasta.
Okay, good. Why did you choose this movie?
Because I like this story. Me and Bia watch the series and the film too.
Very good. Looks interesting.
Yes.
Thanks. Very good, Monique. Freitas?
Eu vou só pedir pro Guzmão transmitir para mim, tá, prof?
Ok.
Espera só um minutinho.
Friday.
Okay. I choose the classic move Friday 13. The film tells the sorry, teacher, me ligaram. The group of teenagers who try to reopen a camp, but it turns out that a murderer lives there, and up who won by on begins to the murderer while trying to reopen. The film was released on May 9 of 1988. Now I will talk a little more about the main character, the Jason, and about the place. Jason was born on June 13, 1946. The character used the of mask to mask of Hawk, reading his face. Jason reportedly drowned at age 11 in Crystal Lake due to carelessness of the monitors. Pamela, his mother, was the camp cook, was murdered, but Jason, who had never died in the history, then returned to make a revenge for his mother's death. And the place, Crystal Lake, is an abandoned camp where most of the film takes place and where Jason lives in the history. Now, I will talk a little more about the director and actor. The director, Sands, was born on December 31, 1941, and he was the one who had the whole idea of the film, the classic film movie. And the Jason actor is called Kane Warren, and he was born on April 8, 1955. And this film is a fiction, not based on real facts. It's totally fiction history. And is this? I hope you like.
Very good. It's an old movie, but I think everybody knows and everybody knows about him, have already watched this. Very good. So why did you choose?
Because for me, it's a classic film that marked the history for me.
Good, very good. Camila.
Consegue me ouvir, teacher?
Yes,
Okay.
but your screen is black. Yes, now it's okay.
I talk about the movie Canon. The movie was released in 2018. It was written by James Gunn and Gary Dauberman and was directed by Karen Hard. The character's sister Irene was played the actress Thaisa Farmiga. The demon Valak was played by the actress Bonnie Arrows. The actor Damian Beecher played the Father Burke, and the actor James Blockett played the character French. The movie takes place in Romania in 1952. After a supernatural event involving two nuns, the Vatican decides to send Father Burke and Sister Lenny to resolve the case. When they arrive at the convent, they discover that there is an evil spirit in the place, and they must ban Valak from the convent. The movie isn't based on real facts.
Isn't or is?
Isn't.
Isn't, good. Why did you choose the nun?
Because I like this movie. I think interesting.
Okay. I didn't watch yet, but people told me that it was interesting. So it's on my list. Thanks, Camila. Very good. Honey, Eddie?
Can you listen me?
Yes, but your screen is okay. Now it's showing.
Okay, so for my speaking activity, I will talk about the movie Hush. The director is Mike Flanagan. The year of release is 2016. It was released on the United States, and the cast is Kate, John, Samantha, and Michael Trucco. About the movie tells us the story of Maddie. She's a horror writer, but she is mute and deaf. She lost her voice when she had meningitis when she was 13, and because she's a writer, she decided to move to a house on the middle of a forest to have more inspiration. On the start of the movie, it is shown that her friend usually visits her because her friend's the only one who can use the signs to talk to her. And they read and write together. At certain point of the film, it's shown that a psycho wants to kill Sarah, that's her best friend, and when Sarah is killed, the psycho decides to make Maddie his next victim. Sorry, I'm nervous. Uh, well, when he noticed that she's deaf, he starts to play with her, to take photos of her and send to her notebook and to scare her because she cannot talk to him and she cannot listen to him. After that, he starts to sabotage the car so she cannot uh, get away, and he cuts the energy of the place, and he starts to scare her and she's trying to survive. She writes on the window that her boyfriend's coming, and when her boyfriend came, the psycho killed her boyfriend, but her boyfriend gained some time to her, and she started to run around the house until she got to kill the psycho at the end of the film, and that's how she won the game.
And who was the guy? Why did he want to kill her friend and kill her?
Well,
We,
when I watched the movie, there's no reason behind. He's only a psycho and he's doing this only for fun. We don't have his name, we just know that he's the assassin.
good. Interesting. Looks like you keep like watching without um, looking at any other side, just paying attention.
When I watched it, it was very scary because you get somehow paranoid at the end of the film.
Because you think he's on your side. And imagine
Yes,
for her, she can listen, she can say, and he's behind her, right?
yes, and at some point the film goes really quite quiet because she cannot listen, and the production made us not listen to.
Wow. Oh my God.
Very interesting. It's on Netflix.
Oh, really? I'm going to look for. That's another one in my list. Uh, after the move, did you sleep well?
No, I stood awake all night.
Oh my God. Very good. Thanks for sharing. Um, Delgado, please.
Okay, teacher, I'm here. 1 minute. Okay. Uh, I choose the Annabelle film, the first film. This film is the order of the invocation of the devil, and this tells about the history and the experience of a woman who lives in a house with the doll. The doll is Annabelle. That doll is haunted by demons, I think is this to tell, and that's generate several disagreements, I think, where they stay or in all of locals they stay. The persons in the house stay. Uh, the sequence of Annabelle already has three films, but I choose the first film. The the local each pass is Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a big city, but they choose apartment to saw this to you saw this. Uh, the main character of this film is the Annabelle, is the first principal theme of this, and this film is not real. They take a fiction, but the doll is real. The doll exists, and is the doll stay in a museum. I don't know the local, but stay in a museum. The actors is the Annabelle Wallis, the first mage in the top, the Ward Holton, the man in the inferior top, and the Tony Amenla is the man, the old man, and Gabriel Bateman is the kid having the film. It was released on 3 2014 in the United States and in October 9 to 2014 in Brazil. Uh, is this? Thank you for watching.
Okay, so sorry, why did you choose? Imagine you like things. She's ugly, poor doll. Why did you choose to talk about her?
I choose because I like the film, teacher. I watched this, I think, 6 times about this.
Good. So you know all of the details, you know what they are going to speak.
Yeah.
Very good. This one is the first?
This film is the first.
Okay, very good. Guys, we are running out of time. Nosso tempo está acabando. Thank you very much for sharing, for showing us your movies. As apresentações, se vocês compararem a primeira apresentação que vocês fizeram para essa, a diferença é enorme. Erros que vocês cometeram nas outras, nessa daqui não tiveram, assim, melhorou muito, muito, muito. Como eu falei, eu vou dar os detalhes em particular para cada um de vocês pelo Classroom. Gabriela, Elcio e Carol, na próxima aula a apresentação começa por vocês, tá? Na aula de quarta-feira. Ok?
Okay.
So, thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Rest during the holiday. Descansem aí no feriado. E se alguém ainda quiser, a Gabi, o Elcio e a Carol que não apresentaram, se tiver alguma dúvida ainda, quiser mandar os slides, ou se quiser que eu compartilhe a tela, por favor, mandem antes, ok? Congratulations to all of you. Parabéns para todos vocês. Eu já aumentei a minha listinha aí de filmes. Thank you very much. After that, we can talk about. Depois que eu atualizá-la, nós podemos ainda falar mais sobre os filmes. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Have a nice
teacher.
weekend,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.
Bye-bye.